So next we're going to use pulsar-admin to create a new tenant and a new namespace, and then we'll be creating topics inside of that namespace once we start publishing and consuming messages. To do that, we often use the toolset. It's one of the pods that's available. So if I do a kubectl get all and pulsar, you'll see that there's one pod called toolset 0. We're going to go ahead and log into that or exec into it. I suggest checking the name of this by doing the get all and pulsar for your own system. It may be named something slightly differently because this prefix private cloud is something that you can change inside of the YAML file. We're just using the same one for all of these because that's going to be the best way to get Prometheus, or it was the best way to get Prometheus and Grafana working. So I'm going to do a kubectl exec, and we're going to exec into the private cloud toolset 0 pod that's in the pulsar namespace, and then we're going to do a bin bash. We're going to go into the bin bash, and then we're going to basically get a terminal here so we can start to execute commands. Pulsar-admin's inside of the bin folder, so if I list out what's in here, you can see that there is a bin folder. You can move into that folder, but for the class, I'm just going to stay here at the prompt, and then to execute pulsar-admin, I'm going to do /bin pulsar-admin, and we'll create, so the command again, you have your first part of your command, so here it's going to be tenants, and then create, and then we're going to create a new tenant called opsclass. And then once we create that tenant, we're going to create a namespace inside of there, and that's going to be called recengine. So I'm going to do the same command, pulsar-admin, but instead of tenants, now we're going to do namespaces. And then I'm going to create, and I have to keep the tenant there so it knows which tenant to create the namespace in. And we're going to call that recengine. Before I move on to the next activity where we start publishing messages into a topic inside of that namespace, I just want to list out all of the namespaces that are inside of our ops class tenant so you can make sure that everything was created correctly. So we'll do a .bin pulsar-admin namespaces list, and then I'll say ops class, and I should be able to see that it returns that there is a recengine namespace inside of the ops class tenant.